Hello and welcome to my CD collection. So the first CD I have is by Darkthrone. It's called Under a Funeral Moon, if you can see that. And I think this is one of my favorite black metal albums because I just recently got into black metal and it's been one of my favorite genres. And um, it features 8 tracks, and I think my favorite one is Unholy Black Metal or Under a Funeral Moon, like the title of the album. I think those are my personal favorites because Under Funeral Moon has my favorite riff on it, and Unholy Black Metal has my favorite atmosphere. And this band, Dark Throne, features on the back. It says it features Zephyrus, if that's how you say it. It also features, I don't know how to say it, but it's like Henris and Nocturno Colta. So the first one is the electric lead guitar. The second one is Satan's Poet and percussion. And the third one is bass guitar and summoning, which I thought was actually kind of funny. And here's what the inside of it looks like, and I like this picture right here. It's very atmospheric. I like the vibe it has. And then this is what the disc looks like. It's basically the same as the cover, but zoomed in. But I still think it was really cool. The next one, I don't have the case for, but it's by Garbage. Garbage is one of my more nostalgic bands, and I think Garbage is it has my favorite song on it has it's called A Stroke of Luck, and that song reminds me of my mom a lot. And yeah, she showed me this album and that CD, and it was really cool. So that's Garbage. And I have Portishead as well from my mom. This is my mom's CD that she gave to me, and Portishead is really good as well. I think my favorite one is It Could Be Sweet or Strangers, because It Could Be Sweet has the most melodic sound to it, I think. Next up, I have It's Almost Dry by Pusha T. Very different from black metal and Portishead, but this one is pretty fun for me because it got me into the more lyrical side of hip hop and rap music. That's what the cover looks like. The disc is just black for some reason, but I still think it's pretty cool. I would say, yeah, Pusha T is very good. So, next up, I have a local band from Boise, Idaho, and it's called Barn. Barn is a death metal. Barn is a death metal band from Boise, Idaho, and they have only 8 songs on this album, but all the songs are very long, which I enjoy, and it has a very, very interesting album art and cover. So this is what it looks like. And my favorite song on this one is Hatred, because it was the first song that I ever listened to by Barn, and it got me into the death metal scene. This is what the back looks like. And this part is my favorite, is the disc right here. The disc is amazing looking, and it shows all the band members as well, right here. But yeah, disc is my favorite part. It's always so cool. Next up, I have Earl Sweatshirt Doris. This also got me into Odd Future and the experimental side of hip hop, and I think it's really, really good because it has some of the more depressing themes to it, but that's kind of what I like. My favorite song on this is Chum because it was the first one I listened to, Usually the first thing I listen to has a special place in my ears, I guess, in my head, because it usually gets me into things that I wouldn't normally get into. So that's why Chum is my favorite. This is what the inside looks like. It folds out, and it says, "How are you feeling? Like shit." And yeah, this is what the CD looks like as well. Very, very cool. And it comes with a bunch of papers and lyrics on them as well for each song. Next up, I have Kendrick Lamar, Untitled Unmastered. This is one of my favorite jazz rap albums. Jazz rap I used to be really into around 8th grade when I was about 14. And jazz rap makes me feel very calm. That's why I like listening to it. Untitled 7 is my favorite, or Untitled 8 as well. And it's just green all the way around, and so is the disc. Yeah, disc is green too. Very, very cool. Next up, I have Monster by REM. This one, my aunt actually told me to get because she said it was really good, and so I bought it, and I really enjoyed it. What's the Frequency, Kenneth, is the first song on this album, and it got me listening to more pop, and like pop rock, if that makes sense. Yeah, REM, good. Next up, I have one of my personal favorites, is 3-6 Mafia. 3-6 Mafia, we have one more CD coming up by them as well. That is my top 3 album of all time. But When the Smoke Clears, it's really good. Second best 3-6 Mafia album. And it's by the Hypnotized Minds record label, which is really awesome. And I think the art on this is amazing. Looks super good. And it features Gangsta Boo, Insane Clown Posse, Hypnotized Camp Posse, T-Rock, Project Pat, all those Memphis rappers. Memphis rap is really good. It features a lot of like horror or scary lyrics and atmosphere. But yeah, and this is what the inside looks like right here, and this is what the disc looks like. So yeah, that's 3-6 Mafia. We have some more coming back. We'll come back for them as well. Next up is Goldfinger. This is a ska band, and I got into ska again from my aunt. It like punk ska-ish. It's like punk and ska. But I got into this album because of my aunt. She showed me this at the thrift store, and I had to get it because I really enjoy punk and metal, and black metal as well. And yeah, very good. Goldfinger. This is what the back looks like. And here is the inside. The disc is really cool as well. It's my favorite part of this album. Super cool. Next up, we have another personal favorite, Cannibal Corpse, Violence Unimagined. Cannibal Corpse is what got me into death. Well, like what the second band I listened to that got me into death as well. And yeah, super good. Favorite song is Follow the Blood. Very good. And here's what the cover looks like. Amazing artwork as well, I think. Here's what the back looks like. Super cool. And Cannibal Corpse. That's it for you. Cannibal Corpse. Definitely listen to them. Next up, we have another Earl Sweatshirt album, which is I Don't Like Shit, I Don't Go Outside. That's what the album cover looks like. And I think my favorite, I don't know, I think my favorite song on this has to be Faucet or Grief. No, AM Radio. AM Radio is the best song on this album. Same thing with DNA. super good. Back looks like this, by the way. And here's the inside. It says, I don't like shit, I don't go outside. Super amazing. I would rate that album like a 9. Super good for um, alternative or like experimental rap. It's like boom bap-ish as well. Then next up I have Smashing Pumpkins Siamese Dream. I really didn't like this one as much. It's still good to me, but I feel like this is probably one of my lesser favorites. Um, but yeah, here's what the back looks like. Super cool. And yeah, that's it. Next up, I have an amazing trap album. Trap and the earliest days of trap are like so amazing to me, and they have such a unique sound. I still haven't opened this one because I want to keep it in good condition, but it says, let's see it. It's Waka Flocka Flame, Salute Me or Shoot Me 4. Yeah, Salute Me or Shoot Me 4. So good. Uh, Digitally remastered as well. And it's Trapaholics. I love Trapaholics because it's like the tags are so funny to me, and I think it makes it 10 times better. Like the real trap shit. Like that's amazing to me. And 50K featuring Gucci Mane, best song. Best song on it. Bass is amazing, and Murder featuring Chief Keef. Chief Keef, I'm such a huge fan of. But yeah, Waka Flocka, Salute Me or Shoot Me 4. I won't be showing you the inside of it because it's still wrapped. But yes, super good. Next up, I have another wrapped one, and this one is OG Trap, Gucci Mane, Wilt Chamberlain. This one is amazing too. One of my favorite Gucci Mane albums. It really shows the southern style of trap for me, and it brings out a lot. And my favorite one is I Be Working because it just sounds so like Lil Wayne-ish, so very very trappy. I love trap. Um, Next up we have Slick Rick. This is some 90s rap. I haven't really been listening to 90s rap anymore because I just kind of got bored of it, but I still have a CD that keeps me fresh on it, and it's Slick Rick, The Art of Storytelling. It's a very good album. It's called The Art of Storytelling because the storytelling in this album is actually very very good. I enjoy it a lot. That's what the back looks like as well, and the inside is really cool as well. It says The Art of Storytelling. It's all shiny right there. Yeah. Next up, Mobb Deep. Mobb Deep is amazing. Uh, I love Mobb Deep because I got into it from actually Skate 3. That's a very good video game that has influenced the soundtrack of it has influenced my music taste a lot. And I actually enjoyed Mobb Deep the most out of Skate 3 soundtrack because it was just so hard hitting and heavy for me. Another 90s rap, but it's still good. I got this album for $6. Such a steal. Here's the front, and here's the back. Super cool. Mobb Deep, go check them out. Next up, I have Wu-Tang Iron Flag. Wu-Tang is what got me into 90s rap, and I actually have a shirt by them as well that I don't wear anymore. But Wu-Tang, super good. Got me into 90s rap and more the lyrical side of hip-hop. So yeah, here's what the front looks like. And this is the back. And here's the inside. Super amazing. Yeah, great album. Next up, I have one of my favorite track for instrumentals, my favorite album for instrumentals, one of my favorites at least, is Travis Scott Rodeo. This one is really good, especially on the tracks 90210 and Maria I'm Drunk. These are very good, well-produced albums. This is a very well-produced album. And I'm not so much on the words, like so hooked on the words. I'm more hooked on the actual music itself. I think it's actually really good, really well produced. And this is the front. This is the back. And the disc. Oh my gosh, the disc is so cool. It's amazing. It's all shiny. And it has all the tracks on the outside right here. So yeah, that's Travis Scott. Next up, I'm saving the best for last. But next up, I have Tyler the Creator, Wolf. This one is hilarious. The track Tamale, and it's like it's hilarious, but it's also really sad sometimes. Like the one that's called Answer, the track called Answer. It's very it's really sad because he's talking about his dad leaving him, and it's just sad. But then there's funny tracks like Tamale, which is just like messing around, and I really enjoy the hard switch. And this is what the front looks like. The back. And this one is another folding one too, so it gets you a little more detail. And this is my favorite picture right here. Super funny. This is what the disc looks like. And here's Golf Lane over here. Best for last. Here we go. I got 666 Mafia Underground Volume 1. Best album of all time for horrorcore Memphis rap. And this one features a lot like again, Juicy J, Gangsta Boo, Lord Infamous. Rest in peace, Lord Infamous. But he was very, very ahead of his time. And I think Lord Infamous basically helped bring together 3-6 Mafia, 666 Mafia. Super good. So what the front looks like. I mean, this is what the front looks like. This is what the back looks like. Here's the inside. That's my CD collection. Thank you.